by Kosta's Greek Eatery and Pizzeria.
Hold the Mayo. It's time for Mike Mayo's Lunchbox. Find out what's being served with Mike, Defo, and Luby, the only show that covers food, sports, and the proper maintenance of your car. And now, a man who had the distinction of having an entire health clinic named in his honor, Mike Mayo.
I want the flim sauce with the awesome fave, with shafafa on the side.
Be happy Tuesday, everybody, and welcome to a special remote edition of Mike Mayo's Lunchbox. Today, coming to you from fabulous Kosta's Greek Eatery and Pizzeria in the heart, well, not really the heart, actually the northern edges of Pompano Beach, but we don't matter. It doesn't matter where in Pompano it is. You got to find your way here, and lucky to see that Jeff Defo DeForest did exactly that. Because we're going to be enjoying ourselves a little bit of the fabulous Greek specialties along with some of that New York thin, crispy Greek-style pizza here today at Kosta's. How are you today, Defo?
I couldn't be better. Very excited to be here at Kosta's. This is one of those places that my car is if driven by a magnetic force field, much like a parking lot, say at Gulfstream Park or Hialeah. It is just driven automatically here. As soon as I get around this 49th Street area, and I look forward to the sign that says 49th Street, next signal, because it means I'm getting closer and closer to Kosta's. Since we came here a month ago for our first show here at Kosta's, you turned me on to it. You found it sort of accidentally through Dixon and your best at Delray, but here we are a little south of Delray with a real gem of a spot. And I can't wait to try some of the stuff that's on the menu that I haven't had a chance to sample yet in my 3 visits here since the last time we were here.
No, it's fantastic because every time I come out here, you get the full Greek
what are you holding up there?
treatment. Yeah, so our guy Jeremy, I come in and we're getting ready. We're going to talk to the man himself, Kosta, later in the show. But right now, a little bit wetting of the whistle. The appetizer plate they brought out.
Oh, nice.
I got it's the Greek, the hummus and the tzatziki, along with some fresh baked pita bread. It's dusted. It looks like a little bit of oregano and some other spices there, herbs and spices. And
you let Ruby
and I tell you
put
what,
his hands on it and take it over here. What are you talking about?
Oh man, he just that's it.
Wow, he
just as I'm about to
amazing,
maybe dip a little in the bread.
Oh, wow,
and because you know how much we love to get the festivities rolling with me eating on the air. But you know what? I'll take a little swipe of the. It's the tzatziki is the beautiful little creamy, and there's nothing better on a summer day to get this cool. It's kind of like a yogurt dip, and you get a little bit of the pita bread, and with apologies to Tony Segreto and the people at the fine people at Texas Roadhouse. But this pita, it's warm, and you're gonna want a lot of it. It's a good bread, yeah.
They don't mess around here at Kosta, and once again, several of the items on the menu are literally screaming my name, saying, Defo, you got to try this, you got to try that. Luby's got any number of things that he would like to get involved with here today, Kosta. And I know this for a fact, Mike Mayo. Regardless of what we eat while we're here, I am leaving here today with a falafel pita that I have been craving now for many, many days. I've seen posts on Let's Eat South Florida. Where's the best place to get a falafel? It doesn't come up all that often, but when it does, there are a lot of different suggestions. There's a place at a gas station that has them. You had, what is it, Keezy's Simply Delicious, which changed locations now. I guess they had that location, but they closed up the one that was more traditional on Federal and right by the Even Keel, just south of the Even Keel. And many, many suggestions about this, but I'm imagining this, that Kosta probably takes the prize, gets the championship belt, whether you're WBC, WBA, IBF, but whatever organization you're voting with or the ruling body is, they probably take the cake for having the best falafel here in town.
Well, I tell you what, I've been sampling different falafels last week. Last week I was down in an Israeli joint down in Hallandale.
Oh, that's right.
Akla, and that was pretty good. But I got to tell you, I just took a dunk of my pita, swiped it across both the tzatziki, the yogurt dip, and the hummus, which of course is made from pureed chickpeas with a little bit of beautiful olive oil. And man, is that good. I mean, I just creamy and smooth and dusted with a little bit of like paprika on
Should I send
top
Louis
and
back over there?
that
I mean, I
olive oil.
probably should. Yeah.
I think
He
you
just
should get the plate
waved
before
that
I
in front of
got
me,
it
and I
all.
was like not in a position.
No,
to
here.
start
You know
stuff on my
what?
face,
I'm
yeah.
gonna dispatch Luby to bring it back to you because that was just a terrific bite to get the lunch box hour opening here. And again, Kosta's Greek Eatery is at 1940 Northeast 49th Street in Pompano, and it's just a little bit west of Federal Highway. It's right across from the big Walmart superstore here in the northern end of Pompano Beach, about a mile or so north of Sample Road. And boy, I wish this was in my neighborhood because if it was, I'd be in bigger trouble than I already am because I would basically run down the whole menu every week and one night alternate with pizza and maybe another night get a little bit of the falafel and get a little bit of that hummus and some of those great Mediterranean platters. And because the Greek specialties like the spanakopita, the spinach pies, it's got moussaka, the pasticcio, which is like the Greek lasagna. It's all good here, and it's good value. I've been
That's a
jonesing
test
for some
coming up
lamb
here.
chops, so I
That's a
might
test.
see a little salad, a little Greek salad with some lamb chops on the side. That might be in the future for me today here on the Lunchbox. And people are streaming in for the lunch hour. We got to catch up. I took a little bit of a extended weekend. There was some unfortunate circumstances. Had to go to a funeral all the way across the alley in Naples yesterday. A family friend who actually a Greek family, so it was a Greek funeral presided over by a one of the priests in the Greek Orthodox Church. And I tell you, I felt sorry for the guy because we were there toward the end at the graveside portion of the services. And you know those Greek Orthodox priests, they wear those really heavy robes.
Yeah.
And he looked like he was about to melt. He looked like me at the tail end of the Boca Burger battle on Saturday night after I consumed about 9 burgers and broke out into a serious case of the meat sweats. And you know me and the meat sweats.
No, I saw that. I
Beefo.
mean, you look like you would just run 3 miles. And here you are. I mean, with the there was some gorgeous girl. Was she a judge? The future Mrs.
No, so
X Mayo.
this is
What was the story on that one?
yeah, she was part of, believe it or not, and I got to give major props to Dick Steen and the Best of Delray Beach crew, especially our marketing manager, Sarah. This is part of the Best of Delray Beach apps marketing team. And, we engaged in a little bit of, I guess you call it guerrilla marketing at the event.
Luby, wait,
Julia.
So Luby's doing like a French service here with this stuff. I don't know what he's bringing it back to you. That's great.
Oh, okay. That's all right.
Okay, yeah, no, this is very tasty. You mentioned the pita bread, and
wow, look at that. He even portioned out a little plate for me. That's beautiful. No, I got it. It's good. It's beautiful.
I would imagine this.
He's going back.
of,
He's really
tequila,
angling for a big tip today. I guess it's not one of those automatic gratuities added on here. He's angling for like the 25% tip. Our man Luby
really good.
Going back for a little cucumbers. So, but anyway, the Burger Bash was a really good event. There was a couple of raindrops in between, but Russell.
How many burgers altogether were on display?
Well, there was 9 competitors. So, and of course, I don't eat the full burgers. I eat just little bites of these burgers at events like that. But the burgers that ended up being, in the top 2 or 3, you just they're so good you want to go back for more. And I ended up eating almost the whole burger that was a slider that ended up finishing second among the judges from my friend George Patty, the appropriate name for a guy who makes burgers. George Patty up at Meat Eatery and Tap Room in Boca. I don't know if you've ever been there. He's also got a place in Isla Mirada. But he finished second. But the big winner on the burger battle night was a place in Boca called Burton's.
Yeah.
And it's a chain out of Massachusetts. They have a couple of them, I guess, all across the eastern seaboard. But they have one in Boca. And the guy who's the chef there, Bill Ring, he put together this a burger that's not on their usual menu, but he called it an Irish burger. And he basically took this burger and he had the sautéed onions that were sautéed in Guinness. So, and it was kind of like, it was like a beef Irish stew, almost like a gravy that had that Guinness pot roast type of flavor. And then he stacked it with some, cheddar cheese, Kerrygold cheddar cheese, and also corned beef. Although to me, it tastes like roast beef. It didn't taste really salted, but it was like I guess a beef product that he got from Boar's Head. Didn't make it in-house, but you know me, I don't usually like meat on top of meat. I'm a purist when it comes to burgers, but this one worked. It was just a beefy, in-your-face goodness with the cheese and the grilled onions steeped in the Guinness. And I just kept going back for more. And I wasn't alone in my thinking because it won the People's Choice Award. So most people there put the chips in the box for them. And also the judges, we all love that burger. So congrats to Chef Bill Ring and Burton's Restaurant in Boca Raton for sweeping this year's Boca Burger battle. And he is now the reigning champ. And I would imagine that he's calling corporate yesterday to have them give the okay to put that Irish burger on the menu so that people can sample it and try it themselves.
Sounds pretty good. I mean, and that's usually a well-attended event. You saying it was a little bit rainy out there, but what kind of crowd did they have? How many judges were there, and what was the story with the chiquita?
Oh, yes. So they put on a really nice display. It was set up in the Sanborn Park area, just south of Meisner, and the crowd, even though it was a little bit raining, I thought it was going to maybe dampen the attendance, but it did not. It still looked like a solid 500-600 people out there, and each of the contestants were told to prepare 750 burgers.
Wow.
Or portions for 750, and it looks like they got almost that. So it was a really a good turnout, and the judges on the panel included a woman who's one of the morning anchors for Channel 12 up there, the affiliate of, I think it's the ABC affiliate. I'm not really sure, but because I don't get the Boca TV channels down where we live, but the West Palm Beach market. But Sam was the anchor woman who was one of the judges, along with Max Santiago, who is one of the top pastry chefs in South Florida. He's the man behind both Salty Donut, which was down in Wynwood, and now he's the man behind Batch Cookie Company. And Batch Cookies are expanding everywhere. They opened one in Fort Lauderdale a few years ago, and now they're in Plantation, about to open in North Miami. They're looking to get up in Delray in the Palm Beach area. Batch Cookie Company so Max was there, and he brought a whole bunch of his cookies for people to have after we were, all slaughtered with meat. And then we have a little bit of the sweet tooth at the end. It was good. And then the former, actually, I guess it's the current mayor of Palm Beach County, Robert Weinroth is one of the politicians up there, county commissioner. And who else? There was another woman who used to own a restaurant who's big into the whole food scene. She's 80 years old. And I'm terrible because at my age, I'm still forgetting people's names that I just met. But it was a good judging panel. And then, of course, we had Julia and Cara from Best of Delray Beach that was going around working the crowd, talking about the app, handing out the QR codes for people to scan and download the Best of Delray Beach app. And she wore, well, let's just call it a striking red dress. That called
was a little revealing. Yeah, I mean, I saw your eyeballs. They were like kaleidoscopic because you were sort of up on the side there, schwitzing your way through this picture, which, as you said, the meat sweats, they get to you. And so does the high humidity. It sounded good. I mean, it's usually a pretty, well-attended and well-run event. I recall I've been there a couple of times at the Boca Burger Bash, and it's nice that it was a tight competition. It has to be tough, though, Mike Mayo, even if you're just sampling like 8 different burgers to really distinguish all 8 of them. By the time you get to like burger number 6, that 6th hot dog that you had in the contest, the Coney Island contest we ran.
No, I got to give major props to these chefs because each burger was very distinctive, had different toppings. They don't, it's you never know. Like me and you, we showed up. We didn't talk to each other, but we showed up both wearing our blue outfits today. But these chefs, I don't know what kind of coordination there is or was, but there was no overlap. Everybody did something unique and different. So it was very easy to, we take some notes and we assess our scores. And, we had the Irish burger that was like number 1, the classic smash burger that was on a little bun with also a bacon onion jam. That was the one from Meat Eatery. Very, very good. And usually it's so weird because my top 3 that I rank top 3 are the burger styles that I usually hate, which is, piled up with meat and different toppings, because that was the Burton's burger that had the corned beef on it. And my 3rd ranked burger, this was complete abomination for what I usually like. And I loved it. It worked. It was a place called Bar Louis that just opened up, I think, in Coconut Creek. And they put together a burger that had pulled pork and grilled pineapple. And I usually hate pineapple on anything with my burgers or meat, and a little bit of coleslaw. and the whole thing worked. I mean, I took a bite of it. I was like, wow, that's pretty good. So that was like my number 3, and that's what the judges had number 3. And it's funny how all the judges all our tastes seem to align. So I guess that's why we're judges. But it was great that we actually aligned with the popular vote, because a lot of times people look down at us critics and say, "Oh, what do you guys know? You're all snooty and you just like fancy ingredients." But no, everybody definitely was unanimous choice that beefy Irish burger rocked the joint.
Good to see, and nice to see that you were able to eat 8 burgers. Now, did you go out to eat after that? Because I would imagine there was a Dickstein food celebration somewhere, and hopefully this young lady accompanied you and was interested, at least in your background, if not what's going on with you today.
I decided to play it a little cool, even though she's.
Oh, yeah, that's always a good idea.
You never know if somebody's just kind of turning on the charm, or if they're just genuinely I don't know. People like
you reek of
older, fat.
So I mean that's one good thing. You reek of importance. So but the woman might have been just overwhelmingly impressed that she was in a.
Either that, or they just think they're going to get a couple of good meals out of the whole thing. So that's
yeah.
But when somebody says they're single and ready to mingle because they just broke up with their no good SOB fiance, I guess sometimes you take that
as
a
good sign to jump in.
Yeah. So, but I'm gonna, I always like to kind of leave them wanting more. So I kind of took it easy, and you know what?
The first couple of dates, just listen to what a rat this last guy was, and then pretend like you're nothing like that.
Oh yeah, no,
you share all the same characteristics, and almost everything she mentions, you have in common.
I always know how to play the very sympathetic lend an ear type. But, no, but the after party for me, actually, on the way back home, I slid off and I had to have a drink and stop by our friends Cafe Seville and Joey because you heard about what happened. I kind of told you. I think I should win a prize because the races on Saturday at Saratoga. I played just one. I hear smashing plates.
That means there's an appearance coming up here.
But yeah, I put together just a $6 pick 5 ticket. I hit 5 out of 6. But luckily our man Joey and his group were able to spend a little bit more capital. They hit 6 out of 6. I left out Florent Giroux. Here he is. He's coming in. He could come in. You come in. He wants out on this side. That's good. So we've got he hit 6 out of 6. It paid 16 dimes, $16,000 for the crew.
Nothing wrong with that. How many guys in the pool there?
Hey, you know what? Let's let me.
How many guys were involved in the bet? I mean, how many ways was that being split?
I think they usually have a crew of about 4 or 5.
Okay,
so
all right. So 3, 4 times a piece. That's not bad.
So Kosta's chomping at the bit here to get in.
Good.
We'll get him in. Let's do. You know what? Let me just say a couple of kind words about our friends at Lauder Deals, because this summer you can enjoy the good life for less in Greater Fort Lauderdale with Lauder Deals. Great deals on dining, hotels, attractions, spas, and more all summer long. And we're going to be with Neki Mohan and crew this Saturday. I'm sorry, what am I talking about? This Thursday, we're going to be, there's never too much ice cream in my life or Neki's life, and it's ice cream month all month long, and we're going to go pay a visit to our friend Cleveland of Cleveland's Ice Cream Shop in Miramar, and that'll be this Thursday. We'll get to sample some of his great creations. He caters to a big Caribbean crowd, and he has some flavors unique to the islands like sour sop and bun and cheese, which is a big island thing, and rum raisin. So that'll be this Thursday with Neki and the Visit Lauderdale crew on Everyone Under the Sun, Every Dish Under the Sun segment. But in the meantime, you should go to Lauder Deals at visitlauderdale.com/deals. You can see all the ways you can save, from great hotel deals at luxury beach resorts to food and drink specials at all kinds of great local restaurants and bars, and also attractions like Flamingo Gardens and Butterfly World. And if you're a Florida resident, a first responder, or in the military, you'll find even more deals just for you, from miles of golden beaches to pampering at celebrated spas and resorts. The good life awaits in Greater Fort Lauderdale. So shop Lauder Deals now at visitlauderdale.com/deals and plan your best summer vacation ever.
This pita bread is outstanding. I mean, that alone is just a delicacy here at Kosta's. We're going to sample some more food and talk to Kosta, the man himself.
There he is. He's the man.
He has a little bit of odd job in him. Hey, Kosta.
Hopefully
How are you?
See you here soon.
Yeah,
we're going to take a little break, and then we'll get you all wired up for sound, and then we'll be back to talk to our man Kosta on the Lunchbox after these words.
Hey, when people come to me and say, Mike,
Where's a great place for dinner? I got friends visiting from out of town. Where am I going to take them? Cafe Seville. That's the answer. 2768 East Oakland Park Boulevard. It is a Fort Lauderdale perennial. They serve the finest in Spanish and continental cuisine in a cozy, friendly setting. Service there is impeccable. Joey Esposito and his better half, Sally, they've been running the place for more than 2 decades. It's been there since the 1980s. It has some great food. They just recently expanded. They have a great bar. You could sit there if you're by yourself. You go in there with a date or your better half, and you can have a nice, cozy table for 2. You can go in with a big group and have a great festive time. They have great sangria. They have paella. They have shrimp with garlic sauce. The stuffed veal chop, oh, that's my favorite. It's open Monday through Saturday at 5 p.m. for dinner. They are closed on Sundays, but please go to Cafe Seville. You won't be disappointed. Tell them Mayo and Defo sent you. Do you like wings? Do you like burgers? Do you like ribs? Do you like late night food? All this and more at Shenanigans. There's 2 locations. East side is at 1300 South Federal Highway in Dania Beach. And then there's the original in Hollywood, right across from TY Park on Sheridan Street. Pat Utter and his crew, they've been doing it a long time, almost 30 years, and they do a great job. It's a neighborhood place with a casual feel, really good food, good value. They have drink specials every day, beer, coldest on draft. Anytime that you want, the late night food, the kitchen is going until past midnight, both locations. They have outdoor dining if you need it too. Shenanigans is my place to go. You could also call up for a pickup right through a drive-through window on the east side. That's at 954-923-3008, 954-923-3008 for your takeout, pickup. Go to Shenanigans and tell them Mayo and Defo sent you.
And we're back here on the Lunchbox on a Tuesday. We're doing a Kosta's Tuesday. We're at the fabulous Kosta's Greek Eatery and Pizzeria with our man Kosta. And he just had a dash out to help a couple of guests make their way in. And again, you should make your way in here too, because again, this place is fantastic. It's got the New York Greek style pizza, and along with all the great Greek and Mediterranean specialties. Oh, he bolted. He's like Luby. He's gone. I don't know where he went. We're gonna greet him, and I guess he's gonna maybe do a little plate display. I don't know. Defo, help me out here.
Well, I was saying before, I mean, he's got a little odd job in him from the Bond movies where you can take that plate and then all of a sudden, like, split your neck in half with a toss here.
That's the Goldfinger guy, right?
Yeah.
He's
got
back.
that ability.
He's back.
Yeah, no, he's
got
not doing
a
it with
plate.
hats. Sorry.
Is he gonna
do a smash
he's gonna
here.
get his headphones in, and now I fear for my computer, but it's okay. How are you today, Kosta?
Good. Thank God. Thank God. Every day.
I don't know if you can hear Jeff Defo DeForest over there. We spread out so that everybody gets the whole good background and lay of the land. But what's been happening here? Did you have a good July 4th holiday? Business going well? Is you still seeing the big bump from David Portnoy and the One Bite Pizza?
Definitely. We've seen a great response, and he gave us a hell of a review, and it's all true. That's it. Pizza, not soup in this place. Okay, and plus the Greek cuisine, the food that comes with octopus and so many other things, from Greek wings to to ribs, lamb chops, everything. Homemade moussaka by me, pasticho. We got here the best spinach pie, dolmadas, and just good soul food. Oh yeah, it's all from the heart. Wait for you. Let's do an opal together. Yalla! Opa! Okay.
I think we just got the full Costa treatment there. We got the plates, and tell me a little bit. Well, I know Defo, you were saying you wanted to get in on some of the falafels. You sell a lot of the falafel.
Quite a bit. Where we have our own mix that we combine it with some of our own salad in there, and our own dressings and homemade hummus. And it's a big seller in this place, as an appetizer too. How are you, Paul? Welcome.
Defo, so I guess the pizza, though, I guess what's the ratio of what you sell in terms of pizza versus the Greek food?
I would say 40, 50, 40% pizza at least, 60%. Plays up and down variously, but we do sell quite a bit of pizza, and it really, really stays in your taste buds. That's the most important thing. If people watch Barstool Pizza and see Dave Portnoy's response and his body language, and him himself recommending Guy Fieri has to come to this place, and then Guy Fieri has ordered food from here twice, and he loved it so much he sent us back a thank you video. He did takeout from here. And now we even have customers that come here and they say Guy Fieri told us to come here. So therefore, that is, and he's never been here before, but he had takeout from here. So he loved it so much that he's already sending people here. So we are grateful for that.
Do you think? Do you think his producers will be in touch? Will you get on the actual Diners, Drive-ins, and Dives show? Or
That still remain to be seen. Okay, but we want to thank him and Dave Pomeroy for giving us an honest review and to give us such high recommendations.
well, you guys do all the work. It's your delicious food, and it's just people find their way here, and how could they not love it?
That's what I'm talking about. Then Frank Gallo also. I like to say thanks to him because he did a pizza review on us, gave me 8.4, and very grateful. And to show what a gentleman he is, when David Portnoy gave me a review, he called me. He was so happy for us. He says that is such a big endorsement for what this man has done for you. And I wish you the best, Kostas. Frank Gallo. A real pizza review from a real Italian. Thank you out there, everybody, and Guy Fieri and everybody. And plus my partners, Brett Cohen and his brother Zeth Cohen. They really stick by us, and we're looking forward to go ahead with this.
Yeah, there's going to be bigger and better things on the horizon. But meanwhile, here we are this summer. You've got a couple of Brooklyn boys in the house. I know you used to live and work in Queens. Defo, you want to give your review of the pepperoni pizza to the man himself? Hopefully he could hear you.
Well, I mean, ever since I tasted it the first time when we were here a month or so ago, it's been calling my name. I wake up every day and there's like a cupped pepperoni from Kosta saying, Defo, come on in here and try another slice and or get a whole pie. I did take a pie up to, we were actually going to a barbecue a few Sundays ago. I stopped in here to bring one of these pizzas from Kosta's. I was bragging about it. And before I even had a chance to grab a slice myself, I just put it on the counter. It was gone. And we had to come back and get another one. So, I mean, that's a ringing endorsement, much like with Portnoy and Guy Fieri. I mean, the fact that this stuff disappears as fast as you can put it on the table really is testament to the idea that this is real, authentic Greek, New York stuff. And I don't think you can find it anywhere else here in South Florida.
Thank you so much. And I want to thank all our customers out there that have been with me previously to this restaurant. They've been with me for 20 years from Lighthouse Point. It's a family to me. And everybody in Pompano also. And from Boca, you name it. People come pick up pies from Jupiter. People take pies back to the kids in Jersey. People fly margarita pies to Seattle, Washington for their husband for their birthdays every year. So that's all on Google and on Yelp. This is not things that I make up. Obviously, we cannot satisfy everybody. We cannot make everybody happy. But sometimes mistakes are made. You learn from those mistakes and you go on, And for those that have somehow been bitter by us, by any reason, they have a deepest apology. And like we says, we must go on, go forward, and try to put some good food on that table. And I like to thank my crew in the kitchen and the prep and everybody, people that have been with me for 16 years, and they really put their heart in what they do. And there's quite a few things, okay? So I can't be possibly doing so much food all by myself. But I do have people here that really care for me and love me, so that's what's important. And they love our clientele.
And you can tell when you walk into a place if a team is really working together and cares about the product. And the moment you step in here, from the way you see all these pies displayed so beautifully, and then you see these salads come out with the beautiful the souvlaki on top, and the some of these all the dishes that come out just look like they were sent out by somebody's grandmother, right? And it's that's that kind of home style of feeling that you evoke here, right?
Yes, totally. And I tell everybody, I have a picture we can share now. It's my mother and me, and we have family pictures here from nephews to grandkids, grandparents, and you name it. And that's what it's all about. It's a family feeling, and that is everything. That is everything. Totally.
So now talk about your, I guess I don't want to say better half, but definitely well, yeah, I mean, Alicia and her desserts are your wife, yeah.
Unbelievable. She's got a thing for making desserts, and we always back and forth and trying, and just finally when she's just got a hand for cooking, and she's got almond cookies, and she makes egg McFay, and she makes it now in her own recipe with key lime flavor McFay, uh, Gaddafi. Delicious, out of this world. And also Jeremy over here managing. Uh, he also makes cheesecakes that I tell you what. He's got a little niche over there with his cheesecakes, and Alicia with her cookies and her desserts and her curabiedes, melomacarona, all of those homemade by Alicia, all delicious.
No, it's that's one of the oldest cliches in the book. But when you come to Costa's, you got to save room for dessert because the almond cookies, the baklava, like you said, all these things that your wife makes. It's just a tremendous sweet touch to cap off any meal here. Defo, have you tried all those desserts yet? Or are you watching your blood sugar?
No, I haven't tried them yet. I used to be a big fan of baklava, working in a Mediterranean restaurant. They served a lot of baklava for dessert, and it was always great. I would have to say this though: the service here is fantastic, extremely friendly. We came back in here after we did the show. I obviously, I don't know that I'm some recognizable figure yet at Costas, but the minute we came in, super attention to detail by all of the people on the service staff. If you get something to go, it's done perfectly, and just put together exactly the way that you want it. And if there is some kind of problem, they're more than willing to fix it. And to Costa's credit, the coldest beer. I mean, this is a big criteria with me. You don't want to come in here and drink like a warm beer in a restaurant in the summertime. I mean, this was right on the money. All the different beers that I've tried here, just absolutely great. So that's another little perk of coming to Costa's, is that everything is going to come out the way that you like it. And if it doesn't, they're going to make sure that they get it that way for you in a short order.
Anyway, thank you. Thank you, everybody. And let's not forget about my mother's taste buds. That's why we all taste. That's why we taste in here. My mother's taste buds.
Talk about giving credit where it's due. Yeah, well, they're pouring in here for the lunch rush here, so we're gonna let Costa go and do his thing. And it's very encouraging to see that. Especially nowadays, everybody likes to order online and just sit at home, and obviously they can do that by going to Kosta's Greek Eatery Pizzeria.com. You see their full menu. You could hit the little buttons for takeout, delivery. You're on all the major delivery apps, but there's nothing better than coming in. And again, like every table is full here for the lunchtime rush. You can see behind me, all the crowds are just ordering, the pizzas and all the salads and the gyros and the souvlakis and it's just a beautiful place with great food at honest prices, and that's why I wanted to associate with Costa and Brad, because when they do something right, when a restaurant is able to do something right and please the majority of people, that's no easy thing to do these days. And especially even on the Let's Eat South Florida Facebook group, almost 84,000 strong now, Defo, and it's like sometimes the masses could get a little bit unruly, but everybody who's come into Costas, and that's how I kind of first learned about it, is with the Facebook group that I help run with the Sun Sentinel, and those things I heard, I said, man, I got to check it out. Especially when my good friend Dr. Nick Tranikis came in and gave it the thumbs up. I said, I got to come in here. Then I met Kosta and I met with Brad, and here we are. Happy to be part of the Kosta's family and happy to have them on board as sponsors of the Lunchbox streaming and radio show. So thank you for everything you do, Kosta. Keep up the great work.
Thank you so much.
I have one question though. How many plates? How many plates a day go down? Bite the dust. How many
It
plates?
depends.
Okay.
It depends.
On a good
There
day.
could be 20 plates, 25 plates, 10 plates. One time I did a night on South Beach and I broke 1,500 plates. So it was a sea of plates.
You call the Guinness
That's
people
all.
on that, you know.
Well,
It's
forget
got to be a
it.
world
I
record.
don't know about that. Well, you know what's funny? One time about 3 years ago, I was watching something on TV, and it was something about somebody in Japan that opened up a restaurant, and he had a little corner over there that they were breaking plates, and they say it was stress relief. And then I also saw that this thing started coming out that you can go with a baseball bat and break TVs and break watermelons and that stuff. And I says, you guys are a little bit too late because my father used to come home, wake us up 2, 3 o'clock with the orchestra. And he used to be out with his friends, my godfather and all of them. My godfather that baptized me and my father were worst enemies when it came to business. Once their business closed at 5 o'clock, they were the best of friends in the tavern. And they used to be there till 2, 3 in the morning. And when the orchestra decided to tell them, okay, Strato, we're closing up now, they would say the bill is 10,000 drachmas. He would say, take 5 now and come grab another 10, meaning your remainder 5 and another 5. I have it at the house. So I'm the youngest of 7. He used to come home and put us all on the table, and the music would be live at 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning in the house. And he would see his kids dance on the table. Never mind him breaking plates while we were dancing. So that was like, that was way back. I'm 61 years old now. So I would say for as long as I remember, for 55 years, at least that I can remember, I started seeing plates flying in the house. And that was out of joy. That was out of joy and happiness for his kids.
Well, I hope you own a piece of the plate company if you're
Yeah.
going to be going through all that product.
No, but I had a few customers ask me, hey, who sells you plates?
You can get them at a discount because you get the
Yeah.
volume, but yeah, no, but it's all part of the charm.
Everybody knows me at the dollar stores.
Good deal. All right, Costa, we're gonna.
I'm a regular customer.
He is a customer of the. I didn't know they had the dollar plates. I thought they're up to like $1.50 now.
Whatever, but it's still the dollar store, you know. Gotta bring you in there somehow. But Walmart is doing a hell of a job too. They give me a good price.
Good deal. All right. Well, I guess we thank you for this month. Always a pleasure to stop by here. I know Defo is going to be here much more, and I'm going to come in now myself too because I got a friend that lives in Deerfield, and I got to make my way in here, and I'll bring him a couple of pizzas next time that I come up and hang out at his pool for a day. But always a pleasure to see you. Say hi to Brad, and of course the lovely Alicia. We're going to be eating some of the sweets later on, along with a full lunch. So, again, thanks for everything that you do for us and for the community of Pompano Beach.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you so much.
All right, Opa. Unbelievable. Yeah, a plate distributor for Costas would be a heck of a position to be in, especially, breaking 1,500 plates. Last time I saw that many plates flying around the kitchen, I was in my second marriage. A couple of them nearly decapitated me, but they were thrown with a different purpose. All right, Mike Mayo, we're coming back with more with the lunchbox. Let's get some food on order here. I got to get my falafel order in, and I'm taking that with us. You talk about something with like lingering good flavor. Just this sort of garlic pita is just perfectly made. I mean, and I've only tasted a few bites, and absolutely sensational, lingering, beautiful flavor to what we're just starting with here at Kosta. So going to be a good afternoon here at the Lunchbox.
A beautiful thing. Yes. All right. So, yeah, we'll be back after these words on the Lunchbox.
Do you like really good seafood, but maybe not in a fancy place? Even Keel Fish Shack. That's the place for you. I know it's the place for me, too. It's at the corner of A1A and Commercial Boulevard in Lauderdale by the Sea. It is a place for elevated food in a casual beachfront setting. They have good drinks. They got a great vibe. The chef owners, Brad and Dave, they come from a fine dining background. They had the original Even Keel Fish in Fort Lauderdale, but they moved over to this place in the last year. It is perfect. They're open every day for lunch and dinner. They also have brunch Friday through Sunday at noon. They have drink specials every day. They have happy hour 4 to 7 Monday through Friday. Some of the greatest deals around. You get the grilled oysters, 4 of them for $5. You can't beat that. All their food, the grilled octopus, the bang bang shrimp, lobster rolls. They have fish specials. They also have burgers and hot chicken sandwiches for the landlubbers out there. Go to Even Keel Fish Shack. Tell them Mayo and Defoe sent you.
If you're looking for an honest place with great food and tremendous value, Kosta's Greek Eatery and Pizzeria is the place for you. It's in Pompano Beach at 1940 Northeast 49th Street. It's just west of Federal Highway, just north of Sample Road, and it has not become my spot for Greek specialties like gyros, souvlaki, spinach pies, and pastitsio, that's the Greek lasagna, and also thin, crisp New York-style Greek pizza. You got to go try some of their specialty pies like the gorgonzola and spinach. Oh, it's worth a special trip. Kosta is a great guy. He has Queens, New York roots, but he's been in business in Broward for a long time. He's a great guy. He'll throw a plate, say Opa, and greet and treat you like long-lost relative. Kosta's is open every day for lunch and dinner. They're on all the major delivery apps. You can also dine in or take out. Go to Kosta's Greek Eatery and Pizza, where everyone is family. Hey, it's Mike Mayo for my friends at Visit Lauderdale. This summer, enjoy the good life for less in Greater Fort Lauderdale with Lauder Deals. Great deals on dining, hotels, attractions, spas, and more, all summer long. Start planning your summer getaway online at visitlauderdale.com/deals and see all the ways you can save. From miles of golden beaches to food and drink specials to pampering at celebrated resorts, your dream summer vacation awaits. Shop Lauder Deals now at visitlauderdale.com/deals.
And we're back here, and you caught me with my mouth full. What an unusual occurrence on the Lunchbox. Mike Mayo, Jeff Defoe DeForest. We're here live for a Kosta's Greek Eatery and Pizzeria Tuesday, and it's always a pleasure to talk to Kosta. Some pretty funny stuff.
No, he's a character, no question, and reflected in the vibe that you get here. And this place is really filling up, Mike Mayo. I did want to tell you and congratulate you on the fact that you are now making news with Let's Eat South Florida. You are now making news, my friend.
Why? What did I do now?
Watching the local television news. I know you don't watch a lot of news anymore because you're disgusted by the status of what's
the
going
events of the world.
on in the world.
Yes.
And that's reasonable. Certainly, a rational consideration. All right. So this thing that happened on Let's Eat South Florida actually made the news. There was a post about a restaurant.
Oh, the Ramblewood Diner post about the inflation
yes, and
charge?
They put the inflation charge. They charged 8% on the check, and it said inflation, upcharge, and
they said temporary.
Whatever it was, it was like a couple of bucks.
Inflation charge. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
And they're talking about it on the local news channels now. Unbelievable.
Yeah, it's funny because
news.
as soon as I hit the every post on Let's Eat South Florida, the Facebook group that I help run that has 83,000 people, it's a what we call a administered site. You don't just get to post things. Everything goes through a editor's funnel. And as soon as I hit approve on that post on Sunday morning, I knew it was going to cause a tizzy because people go crazy. I mean, all these customers and guests, as soon as you start messing around with, if they see like an extra fee, whether it's a credit card surcharge or a water fee or this or that, people go crazy. I always tell people like it's maybe better to just build everything into the menu prices, and that way it's not as noticeable. We have a good person to talk with here. We're here with
beautiful.
Brad, Cohen,
That's the
who
man.
is
What are you talking about?
Kosta's. He's the one of the partners, and he's on board here. And I just want to welcome him to the Lunchbox and say again, it's always beautiful to be out here. Thank you for the support, and it's great to see you. Such a mob on a summer Sunday, usually summer Tuesday. Usually they say it's the dog days, but no, it's always hopping here at Kosta's, right?
That is correct. Food speaks for itself, service. And yeah, I mean, that's what we provide to the public. So, yeah, it's a great relationship between me, Costas, and Alicia now. And very happy to have joined the Costas family. And yeah, I was overhearing you saying about the price, the fluctuation and all that stuff. And it goes down from it stems up from the purveyors, not even having a supply chain of product. And yes, Mike, I agree with you 1000%. They should build it into the price, not hit them with Hiroshima, afterwards, and put it on the bill and say, oh, this is it. We've been in situations where even our pizza boxes, things like that we can't even get a hold of. I mean, it doesn't even matter what the price is. We just can't get them. Takeout containers, chicken. I mean, it's been, this whole pandemic and, this whole thing has been the last couple of years have been, really detrimental to the, restaurant industry, where people just take things for granted because, we live in America and there is, great restaurants all around the United States. But, these owners are, people not coming to work, not wanting to work, with the purveyors and the cost of the food, everything. It's been, restaurant business is hard. It's been extra hard these last couple.
No doubt. And, I have all the respect in the world for everybody that's trying to fight through this pandemic and now the shortages and the price increases and the fuel increases and insurance increase. I'm hearing all the stories from all the restaurateurs, but it says something about a place like Kosta's where you have that built-in loyalty of your customer base that they are, they're willing to be fair about things. They understand that things are going up, so maybe they will pay a couple of extra dollars for the quality and again, just that feeling of familiarity. And again, the value here is such a tremendous value anyway, so it's not like you have to worry about, I guess, some of the things that places like on Las Olas. But again, it must be gratifying to just see so many people stick with you even through these tough times.
Yeah, and that's because of, we come from the old traditional school, and that is important. We see these restaurant tours, or I don't know what you want to call them, but they become these monstrosities of these investors coming in and buying, these chains and making these chains up. But we're sticking to the roots, and we will remain sticking to the roots as our growth. We're looking at other locations, but I can promise you, as me and Costas, we're on the right, our state of mind is that old school mentality of taking care of customers, giving them their money's worth, giving them the quality, hand making, making everything from scratch. You go look in our freezers and go look at, our refrigerator. We make everything from scratch.
No, you could tell. And again, there's no cutting corners, and just whatever you spend on that cup pepperoni alone, Defo will say it is worth it. You've got a fan for life with that pepperoni pizza of yours, right?
Yeah, that's awesome. A lot of fans join the club, man. I appreciate that. And yeah, just putting our hearts in this, and you can tell that Mike, you've been there quite a few times. From our service to our chefs, everybody has a heart into the game. There's a family-oriented business, and we will remain that. And we enjoy it. We love coming to work here.
Well, thanks for having us out. It's always a pleasure to make our monthly appearance with the Lunchbox. And, of course, we'll be making more appearances without all the equipment, just to come in and enjoy some of the food and spend a little time with Kosta and maybe have him break another plate. He says he gets them cheap at the dollar store. I don't know about that, but I guess, the breakage fees, it's all part of the business plan.
We put that in our hard cost. Plate breakage is in our hard cost. But thank you for having us, and it's always a pleasure. And again, everybody come. You won't be disappointed.
All right. Well, that's Brad Cohen. He's one of the partners here at Kosta's Greek Eatery and Pizzeria. Come on out and see him in Pompano Beach. Always a pleasure. Thank you so much for supporting the Lunchbox, and we love to support Kosta's. Defo, talk about old school hospitality and such.
Yeah.
Tropical Acres. I was in there last week. I got to chat a little bit with Jack Studiali. He just was freshened after a family vacation up in Lake George, and that's another place where you get value, quality. They don't cut corners. They're not looking to conquer the world. They don't have any of these private equity firms coming in and trying to open up 20 of them. They just want to do things right, and that's what you could get at Tropical Acres at 2500 Griffin Road, just west of 95 and the Fort Lauderdale Airport in Dania Beach, and they're open every day but Sunday. And now today is one of the half-price wine nights, which is one of my favorite nights to go in there, along with it's a $35 twin lobster special night, Monday through Friday. You can't beat that deal. 2 Maine lobsters, steamed fresh, served with a salad and a side dish. Go to Tropical Acres. They also have the butcher shop open every day from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Dining room opens with the early bird special at 4:30 p.m. Go to Tropical Acres. Tell them the Lunchbox sent you.
Classy joint there. Luby and I still waiting for the announcement, the date that will be scheduled here. It's tougher than making the Errol Spence Jr. Terrence Crawford fight. Connecting, although you've offered a few times to pay off that debt on the hockey thing, but
We'll
looking
get it
forward to it. And, always excited to go to Tropical Acres, another one of the class places here in South Florida. All right, coming back, right, to wrap up this edition of Mike Mayo's Lunchbox.
Very quick
Having
wrap
a lot
up.
of fun here.
Yep.
Wow, a lot of fun. Good people. I did see something staggering that was posted in conjunction with that taxing thing, which was, or the inflation tax. And that was the cost of food. Chicken wings once like $40.
Yeah, that's an outdated
like
sheet.
$175 or something.
We're not going to go with that sheet because it goes year to year, and that's not quite accurate. But yeah, food costs have gone way up. Chicken wings have come down a little since that sheet was.
All right, good. Because they
All
make some great wings here. All right, back to wrap things up in a moment.
Hey, it's Mike Mayo here for my friends at Tropical Acres Steakhouse and Butcher Shop, 2500 Griffin Road, just west of 95 in Dania and Fort Lauderdale. They've been there a long time, over 70 years, the Studiali family. They know how to take care of you. They have steaks, seafood, and so much more. It's old school hospitality and a relaxed, nice setting. They have the bar. They have Monday, Tuesday half-price wine night. They have all kinds of great specials. And they also have a butcher shop now that you could buy your meats anytime, 10 a.m. to 10 p.m., Monday through Saturday. Throw it on the grill at home. They're great cuts of meat like the filet mignon, 10-ounce barrel cut, all kinds of goodies there. And, of course, the dining room, it can't be beat. They have the early bird special every day at 4:30 to 5:30. They're open daily except Sunday until 10 p.m., Monday through Saturday. Go to Tropical Acres Steakhouse and tell them Mayo and Defo sent you. Do you like pizza? I mean, who doesn't like pizza? Well, my spot for pizza is the Pizza Spot. It's at 601 Southwest 12th Avenue in Fort Lauderdale. A little bit hard to find in that Riverside Park neighborhood, but totally easy to love. They've got Connecticut New Haven style of pizza in a wood-fired brick oven. It's run by a team of Wade and Reese. They opened about a year ago. It's a great place. Great pizzas, subs like chicken parms, meatball appetizers, salads. Very relaxed setting, casual, outdoors, all outdoors, picnic tables. You won't even feel like you're in Fort Lauderdale. Go there. They have pickup, takeout. Call 754-779-7788. That's 754-779-7788. Pizza Spot. They're open Tuesday through Sunday for lunch and dinner, closed on Mondays. Tell them that Mike Mayo and Defo sent you.
Well, that's it. We're back here on the Lunchbox, and we got to get out of here. We had a blast today at Kosta's Greek Eatery and Pizzeria. Thanks again to Kosta, the man, and Brad Cohen for their support. And come on out here, check out all the good Greek food and pizzas. That's going to do for today, Defo. We'll see you again tomorrow on the Lunchbox. We'll talk some sports tomorrow and some other things for Mike Mayo. I am Mike Mayo, and for Jeff Defo, DeForest, and Mike Lubitz. Remember to enjoy every sandwich.